The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank has taken its concerns over de-risking and correspondent banking to the International Monetary Fund. This was among matters raised at the recently held annual meetings of the Board of Governors of the World Bank Group and the IMF. In recent years, international banks have restricted their correspondent banking with the region, fearing de-risking concerns. Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Timothy Antoine, says they have been examining some possible solutions.
The fact of the matter is the Caribbean cannot trade with the rest of the world if there are no corresponding banking relations. The situation has stabilized compared to where we were 3 years ago, but it remains fragile. And the discussion this morning about what other opportunities might present themselves for us to strengthen our ability to secure and maintain corresponding banking relations. One idea is the use of technology. Unique digital identifiers that can be used by any bank, respondent or correspondent, to be able to track activity in real time in the payment system. And the point about that is, if we use technology well, it can mitigate the fact that we're smaller, because it doesn't really matter whether you're small or large. It can work for anyone, any part of the world.
The Bank of Guyana says it has been preparing for any challenges that may arise as a result of the anticipated inflow of funds from oil next year. Governor of the Bank of Guyana, Dr. Gobind Ganga, was speaking on the sidelines of meetings of the Board of Governors of the World Bank Group and the IMF.
We have challenges, and those challenges will be addressed. For example, we know that Bank of Guyana has implemented a number of reform measures. Lately, we have had about 4 or 5 new legislation with respect to modernizing our payment system, providing for financial stability through a deposited insurance. We also have emergency liquidity assistance, and even there is an issue to be addressed from the perspective of financial stability. We have also bring into perspective financial crisis management. So there are a number of things that we have put in place to ensure that financial stability continues and the system remains very resilient.
Ganga says they have also been introducing a number of reforms to account for oil inflows.
But the National Reserve Fund is to be operationalized by the Bank of Guyana. In that respect, we have signed up an agreement with RAMP of the World Bank that will provide us with technical assistance to ensure that the institutional mechanism we have in the central bank will be adequate to deal with inflows.
Marie Claire Williams, Newsline Business.